For as Jeremiah prophesied in the last days, behold, the storm of the Lord has gone forth in wrath, even a whirling tempest. It will swirl down on the head of the wicked. The anger of the Lord will not turn back until he has performed and carried out the purposes of his heart. In the last days, you will clearly understand it. Jeremiah 23:19 through 20.
On Thursday, August 27, 2020, Hurricane Laura made landfall at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday with extreme winds and a catastrophic storm surge in parts of Texas and Louisiana, according to the National Hurricane Center. The center said Laura was an extremely dangerous Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 150 miles per hour. That would make Laura just the fourth Category 4 storm to strike Louisiana in modern history. Laura caused power outages for over 500,000 customers, caused severe flooding, destroyed over 8,000 homes, and left 77 people dead. The estimated damage from Laura was over $12 billion. 3 weeks later, on September 17, 2020, Hurricane Sally made landfall as a Category 2 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 105 miles per hour near the Alabama and Florida border, with catastrophic flooding rainfall, damaging storm surge, and strong winds. A section of the Pensacola Bay Bridge is missing due to the storm. Over 600,000 customers lost power in Florida and Alabama, and one person has been reported dead. The estimated damage from Sally thus far is in the tens of billions. And on September 22, 2020, Beta, the 23rd storm of the 2020 hurricane season, made landfall on the Texas coast. The National Hurricane Center said up to 15 inches of rain fell in some areas. It was the 9th named storm to make landfall in the U.S. this year, tying a record set in 1916, according to Colorado State University hurricane researcher Phil Klotzbach. The Atlantic hurricane season is the period when hurricanes form in the Atlantic Ocean. Worldwide, tropical cyclone activity peaks in late summer, when the difference between temperatures aloft and sea surface temperatures is the greatest. In the northern Atlantic Ocean, the hurricane season occurs from June 1 to November 30, sharply peaking from late August through September. The season's peak of activity occurs around September 10th each season. Tropical disturbances that reach tropical storm intensity are named from a predetermined list. On average, 10 named storms occur each season, with an average of 6 becoming hurricanes and 2 becoming major hurricanes, according to Wikipedia. And as estimated before the season, according to the NOAA release on May 21, 2020, they predicted an above-normal 2020 Atlantic hurricane season is expected, according to forecasters with NOAA's Climate Prediction Center, a division of the National Weather Service. The outlook predicts a 60% chance of an above-normal season, a 30% chance of a near-normal season, and only a 10% chance of a below-normal season. NOAA's Climate Prediction Center is forecasting a likely range of 13 to 19 named storms, winds of 39 miles per hour or higher, of which 6 to 10 could become hurricanes, winds of 74 miles per hour or higher, including 3 to 6 major hurricanes, winds of 111 miles per hour or higher. NOAA provides these ranges with a 70% confidence. We are presently only halfway into the hurricane season, and we have already had 23 named storms, whereas 13 storms were predicted for this season. We are presently only halfway into the hurricane season, and we have already had 8 hurricanes, whereas 6 hurricanes were predicted for this season. And we are presently only halfway into the hurricane season, and we have already had 3 major hurricanes, whereas 3 major hurricanes were predicted for this season.
For as Jeremiah prophesied in the last days, behold, the storm of the Lord has gone forth in wrath, even a whirling tempest. It will swirl down on the head of the wicked. The anger of the Lord will not turn back until he has performed and carried out the purposes of his heart. In the last days, you will clearly understand it. Jeremiah 23:19 through 20. Now we are in the last days. For as Jeremiah said, a whirling tempest that swirls on the heads of the wicked. For this is exactly what a hurricane is defined by Noah. A hurricane is a type of storm called a tropical cyclone, which forms over tropical or subtropical waters. A tropical cyclone is a rotating low-pressure weather system that has organized thunderstorms but no fronts. And not only are these hurricanes rotating winds, but they are product of God's wrath. For the prophecy says, the storm of the Lord has gone forth in wrath. And wrath comes from the Hebrew word chema, which means anger. For God is angry with mankind and their sins. Finally, unlike the days of old, God will not stop from pouring forth his wrath. For as the prophecy says, the anger of the Lord will not turn back until he has performed and carried out the purposes of his heart.